Let's talk about this NAR settlement. It's pretty official. If I had to put a bet on this, it's going to get signed off by the DOJ. So a lot of good news to talk about. If you're a real estate agent, pay attention here. By the way, guys, my name is Greg Rodriguez. I'm going to give you something that's just going to hopefully show you how you're going to win, and you're going to win big. And there's some things that we have to do. Let me start off by saying there's a book, Who Moved My Cheese? Who moved my next deal? Who moved my commission? Who moved my buyer, right? That's what we're in right now in this NAR stuff. And by the way, guys, put aside the TV. It's time for you to really just hunker down and understand that there are changes that you need to do, right? Number one is read that book. Number two, you got to get real with yourself and understand, what value are you bringing to the table? How do you bring more value to the table? What are the skill sets that you need to adjust, right? That's going to be a big one, right? Hopefully there's time in your calendar every single day that there's a learning period, right? How do I master and continue to master my craft? I work with a lot of people in the real estate industry. I think you'd be surprised at how many of them couldn't tell you the contract, what page is what, where everything goes. We all rely on, software to do and think for us. And with today's changes that are coming on, you got to be an advisor. You have to understand your contracts to really advise people correctly, guys. So again, skill set, identifying your value proposition very clearly is going to be big. Number two, listen. Somebody tells me, hey, everything's fine, keep doing what you're doing. I call bullshit on that, and I say you got to change it up. Think about your last deals, right? Think about the last 12 months, 18 months worth of real estate transactions, and look at your buyers, right? If you're heavy on the buyer side, look at your buyers and say, has this been a smooth process for my buyers buying? Have they been so close with money, if they're missing $1, they're not going to close the deal? Well, would that be a problem for you, right? If your buyer now has to pay you that commission, if you're not able to negotiate, right, with the seller when you write that offer that says, hey, this is what you're paying me to get you this great offer and get you moved on to the next stage of your life. If you're working with buyers that are tight, right? So maybe that's an opportunity for you to say, who would have no problem paying me? Well, maybe somebody who's buying a $2 million home or more, maybe who's buying, units or more. Somebody who's in that market is certainly going to value paying somebody a 3% commission because they want to protect their interest. They're looking at the big picture. They're not looking at a $30,000 commission or a $60,000 commission. They're looking at, I'm in the middle of buying a $2, $3, $4 million deal. I want to protect $2, $3, $4 million. I'm not worried about 30, 60 grand, right? So guys, maybe you need to identify who do I want to work with differently, right? Who is my new avatar that I should be servicing? Guys, again, number three, as part of the skill set, negotiating. We have to start not just talking about real estate skills. We have to also learn about negotiating. Another great book, Never Split the Difference. Get that book right now. We have to be better negotiators, better presenters. Part of our skill set, we have to ask better questions that are geared towards understanding our buyers, our sellers. What are their goals? What are their intentions? Why are they buying? Why are they selling? And what's our piece in that journey that's going to give them a wonderful experience, right? And by the way, guys, listen, as a CPA for over 20 years, any industry at any time will change, and they do change, and they have changed. And this is a change for the real estate industry, right? It's been a long time, and now it's time to change, right? And, we're either going to be the dinosaur because we refuse to adapt and be versatile, and we're going to listen to that leader that says, everything's fine, keep doing what you're doing, just do more, work another hour. No, we have to adapt, adjust, look at who we're serving, who do we want to serve, adjust our skill set, negotiate better, read better books. That's how we're going to do it, guys. But make no mistake that adjustments have been happening all along. Our industries are changing, and especially in the last 3 to 5 years with technology, tech is just coming in and disrupting. And so there's nothing new here, guys. Number three is you have to start thinking like a business owner. We got to be the CEO of our business. And one of the main things of the CEO of our business, we have to forecast our business. This thing about the NAR, this wasn't a switch that happened yesterday. Yesterday was a decision, a settlement, an outcome. But we've been hearing about this for a long, long time. When I had my brokerage, I let my realtors know we need to start thinking like a business owner. Because this industry is going to change. And it's taken 6-7 years to change, but it's here. And the great thing is there's so much opportunity for you because so many probably are not going to change. They're going to keep going. And this will be like a little part-time side hustle. If they get a deal, they get a deal. If they don't, they don't. But for those of you that this is your main source of income, you're building a business for today, tomorrow, the future, a business that you can sell, make money, then time to adjust, time to adapt. And you're going to do it by improving your skills, reading better books, having a better calendar, thinking like a CEO, forecasting, right? We have a gut, and we all know, man, I think something's happening here. Something's changing here. Forecast. Start making those decisions. And if nothing happens, nothing happened, but you're going to be way much better. So for those people that have been making adjustments, they're on top of the line. They're number one, guys. So listen, who's your avatar? How do you need to get better? Right? What skill sets do you need? Be a business owner. This is not just about selling homes. Oh, I sold 10 homes, 20 homes, 100 homes. I know plenty of people that got a line one sales on their tax return, 7 digits plus, that they're not doing very good, guys, because we don't, we want to buy the fancy cars, and that's great. We all want fancy cars, fancy houses. I'm not saying not to do that. I do that, but there's a time and a place for that, guys. So listen, everything is going to be okay for you. Make the changes, get some great leadership that understands what's going on, put all this news aside, and you're going to win big. Great books, Who Moved My Cheese, Never Split the Difference. Look at your calendar, make sure there's an hour or more a day of getting better. Identify who you want to serve. What is your value proposition, right? If it's me and you as realtors, we got a buyer or a seller in front of us. What's the difference? Start forecasting in your business. When you do that, you're going to be ahead of the curve, and you're going to win big. You're going to have sustainable business for a very, very long time. A business that when you say that's it, you're going to be able to sell, make a lot of money, guys. So again, a lot of opportunities. Keep going, make those changes, and you're going to win big.